What really is the alternative to not pushing negotiations? We have to keep trying and trying and trying and just keep pushing it.
Do you believe that there's good faith negotiations?
When I hear Haroon say something like that, it's just, I have to say, it's an ignorance of history. All you have to do is look back at the 1929 Hebron massacre, where Arabs rose up and hacked Jews to death. Arabs have been teaching their children to kill not just Jews, but all infidels. And this is a religious war. This is not a war that was started because of the settlements. This has nothing to do with Jews building houses in Jerusalem. This is a religious duty. And what the Palestinian Authority has done is exactly what ISIS is doing, using the Quran to justify murder, targeting ancient holy sites like the targeting of Joseph's tomb, and also calling for the destruction of Israel as a whole. We have to stop making excuses for Palestinians that they don't make for themselves. Abbas doesn't go on TV and says, let's go kill Jews so we can establish a Palestinian state and live side by side at peace. He says, let's kill Jews because the Quran demands us to do so, and he quotes the Quran.
دم أريقت في سبيل القدس فهي دماء نظيفة، دماء نقية، دماء في سبيل الله إن شاء الله.
And so the reality is, look, you know, if we frame this as a religious war, there's no way out of this. If we frame this as a permanent conflict, there's no way out of this. And we know what happens when we fall for these myths, that these are permanent, enduring conflicts, and they're not political conflicts.
كلها لنا، لا يحق لهم أن يدنسوها بأقدامهم.
We've been talking about this. Do you draw a moral equivalence between the two sides? Do you think it's equal?
I am against violence against civilians. That's the first thing, and that's across the board. I don't believe in violence against civilians. I think that the only way we're going to solve this is by ending the occupation in order to secure some kind of dignified existence for both people.
I think violence against civilians is some sort of natural result of an occupation. That's racist.
No,
that's
actually,
like saying to Muslims, we don't expect anything less of you when you're frustrated, but to rise up and start stabbing 2-year-old children. This has nothing to do with an occupation. Le Petit Journal, go online and Google. Arabs have been citing the murder of Jews since before Israel was even established. This is a religious holy war.